Before you can create a job posting, there are several setup steps that must be completed first. Some are required and others are optional. We will go over the optional setup components first. Go to Applicant Tracking, Setup, Settings. On this page, you can establish the company name and logo that will show on the job board, application, and on scheduled emails. You can also use the page editor to add a custom website URL, company photo, and an About section describing your company. This can include things like your culture, benefits, or mission statement. Next, let's take a look at the Job Profiles screen. You can navigate here by going to Applicant Tracking, Setup, Job Profiles, or by going to Company, Organization, Job Profiles. This page allows you to associate job descriptions and employee record templates related to each unique job title. If you add job titles and job requirements here, the requirements and description will then autofill when making a job post and selecting that particular job title. Various parts of the employee record will autofill for any employee hired into this position through Applicant Tracking. You can also set up competencies and onboarding tasks using job profiles. For more on job profiles, look for our Job Profiles video series. Next, we'll take a look at Applicant Tracking, Setup, Correspondence Templates. This is a great feature that allows you to create automatic email or text responses after someone applies for a job, or to send out on demand to one or more people when managing your applicants. There are two types of correspondence templates: application completed and application response. The application completed type is an email template that will automatically send when someone applies for a job. The application response type is an email template that can be selected and sent out to applicants on the Qualified Applicants page when managing your applicants. To set the type of response, use the drop-down in the upper right-hand corner. When adding any type of template, dynamic fields can be inserted throughout the template so that the email will change based on the posting, applicant, date, and more. For more information on sending out these emails, check out the Managing Applicants video. The last optional setup component is found under Setup by clicking on Company Disclaimer. There will be a default disclaimer. If you wish to change the default, select the custom option. You'll be able to use dynamic fields just like you could in your correspondence templates. Now, we will go over the two mandatory parts of setup. These are setting up your application questions and then compiling these questions to create one or more applications to be used in your job postings. First, we will take a look at creating the questions by going to Setup, Application Questions. This is the page where you can create a question bank that can be used on any application. There is no need to create multiples of the same question because each question can be used on more than one application. As you create your application questions, keep in mind that our system has standard questions that are included by default with any application. To see a list of these questions, go to our Help Documentation Center and open the Applicant Tracking Setup Guide. Each question must be assigned to an application section. This is how your application will be organized. Sections outside of the ones that come standard with the system can be added by clicking on the Sections button. There are 6 response types. You can also require a response and activate a flag on that question. This means that you would like a particular answer to stand out on the application. Once all of your application questions are added, you're ready to set up your application. Go to Setup, Application. On this page, you will give each application a name. You will also determine whether it's an internal application. This means that the application will only be used when an existing employee applies for a job. Here, you can also determine applicant history and reference requirements, establish question flags for work history questions, and add your custom questions that were created on the previous page. You can create as many applications as needed or only have one based on your needs. Some companies only have one general application or maybe a general and an internal application, while other companies have customized applications based on department or job position. To create an application, first give it a name. Select the internal only box if this application will be used only for internal candidates. If you are creating an internal application, you may want to turn off the applicant history and references section, as this is information you likely already have. Set the years of experience or number of past employers needed, minimum number of references required, and mark any question flags. Next, use the section below to assign which custom questions should be included in this application. Use the Options button to modify questions or sections right from this screen. Finally, make sure to save your application. These applications will then be uniquely assigned to each job posting as necessary. For more information on that process, watch our next video titled Posting a Job.